All right, let me move this. All right.
Why would you do this?
All right.
Badoof.
Who wants to introduce it? I did the last one.
The fucking host?
I did the last one.
You should
You're
do
the
all
host.
of them.
Okay, fine. Hi, everybody. We'll check that camera. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Straight to Video. I shouldn't say the number because canonically this is going to be weird.
Yeah.
We just got done watching a fantastic video game movie. It's an amazing game adaptation. Wait, I did Uncharted last time. Never mind. What did we watch?
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Resident
Evil.
Evil, that one.
No,
Yeah.
welcome Raccoon City.
Raccoon City, yes, as Wesker calls it, Raccoon City. Okay, so little preface. We watched it in theaters when it first came out. By the way, Sam and Jesse, hello everybody. Your things are gonna pop up. Me and Sam watched it in theaters.
It was
big mistake. They would not let me leave.
I wouldn't.
Absolutely,
because it was a waste of money.
They would not let me leave. I want to say an hour. No, 40 minutes in, I wanted to leave.
40 minutes in, then an hour where it was like, we're all done.
And then our friend Dawn was like, "Don't worry, it's only got 30 minutes left." And then an hour and 50 minutes.
How could you do this?
Dawn, how could you do this?
Because like, my biggest thing is I've never walked out of a movie theater. I'm very broke, so $10 was a lot in general.
I would rather
So-
donate my $10 to the theater than sit through the rest of
You've
it.
seen worse movies. Than
I
that.
have seen worse movies.
I think it was bad for us because we were right in front of the screen.
Yeah, like the only
So
seats
we were
that were
doing
available
this
were like,
the entire time while that epileptic scene was going on.
that was awful.
So let's just start from the beginning. I want to preface again. I'm very casual Resident Evil fan. You guys are the hardcore.
Very.
You guys are hardcore.
I'm not as hardcore, but
I mean, you're
I'm-
still
yeah.
like,
I mean, you've played most of the games, and you grew up with them. Like,
If there was
I
a
did,
Kingdom
so-
Hearts fan of Resident Evil, it'd be you.
I like Kingdom Hearts too.
Okay,
Don't
well,
discriminate.
do you want people to know that you're a virgin, or like, what's going on with that?
Stop.
Guys,
I fuck.
Look at-
this is 27 and me, and I'm a
fucked.
virgin. I'll fuck.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
I'm so glad I have that recorded. Okay, how should we just go? There's a lot to
There's
unpack.
a lot
Do you
to
want to talk about the
unpack.
story,
Okay,
the
how about we-
characters?
What story?
Let's talk about probably first the casting. Would
Okay.
be the best foot forward.
I don't know actors.
I know two people.
I don't know their names, but we
Tom
can, Tom
Hopper, and the guy who played Leon. I forget his name.
It's Avon
Okay.
something.
Well, let me say, I don't think any of the actors did poorly.
no.
Yeah, me neither.
It's-
They
it's a
did.
shit-
Maybe Claire's. I didn't
It's
really.
a shit script
Yeah.
to begin with, so
I think they did the best with what they had.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
given a script, and that's what they
Yeah.
had to do.
that's what
like
they had.
they showed up and did a job.
yeah, that's they made a paycheck essentially. What it was,
I think
so.
some of them were like enthusiastic because like, oh, Resident Evil, I know Resident Evil.
I think Avon and the actress who played Jill were the two most hyped people for this, and they got so much shit on Twitter for it, for them
Okay,
portraying
yeah,
those characters.
the whole toxic like this movie sucked and you're in it, so you're the reason it sucked.
Yeah, which
No, it was just a shit movie. This movie sucked ass, by the way.
Instead of being mad at the actors who just did their job, fucking blame the director and the screenwriters and everything. That's who's the issue.
Can we start from the beginning of the movie?
Okay.
Can we start at the beginning of the movie where you had like several questions in the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because every Resident Evil fan knows.
Yeah.
Or I should say, every Resident Evil fan doesn't know that Chris and Claire are orphans because that's only shown in like files, I think.
Well, yeah, they don't know that they're orphans because it really isn't explained. But from the fact that they never mention their parents in the games, they never say anything about it.
Well, the only time I remember it ever being said is in the RE2 remake when Claire meets Sherry. That is the only time.
Yeah. It's like the only person I have is my brother.
Yeah.
And from there you can infer that they're
But
orphans.
it was just weird because like they didn't like set up who the characters were beforehand.
They just kind of threw you in there. And another big like annoying thing I would say about the beginning was it seemed like, well, for the first thing, the orphan is run by Umbrella, which is canon.
Is that not?
It is canon
It
from
is canon. Okay.
Yeah.
RE2 make in the current lore.
Except
Birkin's not in control of it.
Yeah.
It's just where Sherry resides in during the events of RE2.
Yeah, but not like
Birkin wasn't a part of it because he was working on his own personal project, G.
And also not like overtly, right? It was a secret thing.
Yeah.
But we're trying. do you want us to compare it to the games?
Okay, so that's what I was gonna bring it to.
Yeah.
In the first video or episode or whatever, when I said I watched Uncharted, I said the best thing about it is that they didn't try to adapt the game. They made their own story with a bunch of things from the game, and I think it was fun. I think with all these game movies, that's the thing you need to do.
You want us to just look at the game as the game.
Yeah, the game. Okay. If you want to make
whatever,
because whenever I did the Uncharted video, I made comparisons because there were set pieces. Right. But if you want to look at this as just a movie, if it's just so shit that you have to make comparisons, it's whatever you guys want to do.
It's the biggest thing is like
plenty to talk about.
There's plenty to talk about. The only reason why I think it's hard for us, not even just as fans, but in general, to compare it to the game is because there is so much of the game put into it, and it's trying to do its own story, but it's taking the stories of RE1 and RE2 and just mashing them together in a shit.
I guess with Resident Evil, it's a little different because this is the only comparison I'm going to make because it's the only other one out right now. But with with Uncharted, they put story elements from 3 and 4 together and they jumbled it together with set pieces from 1, 4, and 3, and it's all just this mismatch. But again, it's its own story, and a lot of it is just like, I recognize that.
Yeah.
I recognize that.
And that's like the harder thing is the director tried to add too many Easter eggs, as we all have seen, into this movie, and it just became a shit show.
I don't think it was as bad as you guys hyped it up to be.
I said it was just pretty shit. Like, it is pretty fucking shit.
Pretty bad.
To be fair, I didn't want to compare it to the other Resident Evil movies because it's completely different. It's its own thing.
So that's why.
And I've never seen the original ones.
This is how I view movies, right? If I'm entertained, whether it be because I'm shitting on the movie or et cetera, then I don't care, right?
Okay,
so
that's fair.
That's valid.
But yeah, that movie was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
It's pretty shit. Okay, it's pretty shit.
And I like bad movies, so
I know. You have like a thing for bad movies.
I mean, B movies are fun.
There's a difference between so bad it's good and then Resident Evil.
Right. I would say parts of it are so bad it's good, but parts of it are just
we laughed
bad.
We've laughed pretty fucking hard at a couple times.
The problem is there's a bunch of shots that are just in the movie.
Yeah, just
to fill time.
Yeah, exactly. You know, all the shots where they focus on one thing and they just stare at the camera.
No, not even that. Just the shots of the fucking CG streets.
Oh yeah. Can we mention how like nothing in this movie was real?
It wasn't.
Like absolutely nothing.
As I said earlier, the only things that were real were some of the cars underneath the police station, and then the gates to the orphanage and the front entrance and the desk of the RPD are the only real things in the movie.
Can I just say my favorite trope about this movie is how anytime a vehicle parks, there's an explosion.
Yeah, the truck just falling over, the CG truck falling over.
There's like 2 beats and then it explodes.
Yeah.
This episode of Straight to Video is sponsored by me. We just wanted to let you know that the second channel has been officially rebranded to Shemp Plus. Here you'll find all kinds of different videos, from edited stream highlights to more live action stuff to much more. All content is free, and if you want to support me and get early access to every video on both channels, consider checking out my Patreon. It has one tier of $5 to unlock all content. For example, an extended version of this episode is on Patreon right now. So if you want to check it out, all the links are in the description. So back to the video.
So do we want to go like just through the movie?
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Yeah, no.
No, it's okay.
We're not doing a play-by-play.
But
we're gonna try to do.
You mentioned the things that stood out to you.
Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
Okay,
like,
I have a lot to say.
How much of
about one character?
Steaming pile of cinema this was.
So the biggest problem I had the movie was like Leon and Claire's side of the story you could just cut that entire part out and nothing would change.
It's like
Lisa Trevor doesn't matter because I guess she's just fucking dead.
She's immortal.
Yeah.
She's immortal.
Okay, is it kind of like the side story in, what was it, Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? No, it was Last Jedi.
I was about to say, I did not watch Rise of Skywalker. Sorry.
So
to be fair, in the game, she does die as well.
Well, no, I'm saying the whole side story being cut out, because in The Last Jedi, they had that whole side story with Finn that no one cared about.
I mean,
that was Last Jedi. That was Last Jedi.
So, to compare it to the games.
Okay.
Leon and Claire's, if we were to split 1 and 2, right? Chris and Jill deal with Wesker, and Leon and Claire deal with Birkin, right? And this one, Chris and Jill kind of just deal with both of them.
Yeah. Why are you growling?
Stop it.
Why are you growling?
No one's here.
But-
And also, Claire was kind of a Mary Sue.
Well, here's the about that is what I wanted to mention is I followed the director and like on Twitter and everything that he was saying in like interviews, and as I said upstairs when we were watching it, his favorite game is Code Veronica. His favorite game or his favorite character is Claire. So he took essentially her character, disassembled it, and put all the bitchy, stupid parts of her.
Made her completely unlikable.
And made her completely unlikable when she's one of the biggest fan favorite characters of the series.
Can we bring up how like the very beginning of the movie when they do the whole Jill sandwich thing, and you were like, there it is,
there it is,
there it is.
That like I don't facepalm like as a reaction very often, but that was bad.
As a casual fan, when I saw that in theater, I was like, there it is.
So I'll praise that for being pretty funny and good for the simple fact is that it reminded me of how shit the original dialogue of the first game is.
Sandwich.
And like, because it actually holds the Guinness Book
Jill
World Records, like
here's
worst
a
video game dialogue.
You're
the master of
You're the
unlocking.
master of unlocking.
But the director
is that why you asked? Why she?
Yeah.
That's why I was asking why Claire was.
Yeah, she's not the master of
That's
unlocking.
literally Jill's whole thing. She's a master lockpicker. She doesn't do that once.
Well, you know, because your dad was a is a felon. He was a well-renowned thief, wasn't he? Something like that.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm Encyclopedia of Resident Evil knowledge. I'm sorry.
There was no Barry. That
honestly
was depressing. Yeah. Barry's like the biggest meme of the original Resident Evil.
Barry's just dad, and he's a good character. He's fucking funny though.
Richard Aiken was in there for no reason. He was there to die.
Same with Brad, because Brad dies in 3.
At least when Richard dies in the game, he gives you a shotgun. But
you can save him, and then when Jan comes back, he sacrifices himself for Jill, which
and
is
gives
fun.
you a shotgun.
And gives you a shotgun.
I was about to jump. I was gonna jump to the CG, but I don't want to like jump all around. I'll let you
we'll
guys keep going. Yeah. I'll let you keep going with this.
Which we can segue with when I talk about
the orphanage. Seemed like it was being built up to be something big, and
and just
nothing happened.
It was just a background.
Which is
how did Claire and Leon get from the orphanage to Spencer Mansion?
They took
the elevator.
Apparently, there is. They actually say it sometime. I wasn't paying attention because I was doing homework as well. They mention it slightly that there is a tunnel that leads from fucking orphanage to Spencer Mansion and Nest.
Also, you said whenever you who was the girl that was just best friends with
Lisa Trevor.
Lisa Trevor. Okay, so you said that whenever we mentioned that they were best friends, you thought it was Lisa Trevor.
So like because I've heard I know. I knew what happened in the movie before I saw it, but I never saw the movie. So when everybody was saying Lisa Trevor and Claire were best friends in the orphanage, I was thinking, okay, Lisa Trevor's growing up in the orphanage.
Yeah, well,
she gets turned into Lisa Trevor at the orphanage.
That's what I was like inferencing from the trailer.
She's ugly the whole time.
She's a hideous leather face monster the entire time.
Yeah.
And like her as a who is it? It was. I get the Jill and Claire because they're so fucking the same.
Yeah. Claire's the white girl.
No. Yeah. Claire was the one that was friends with Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, so we start that movie with Kid Claire, and we don't know that it's Claire.
Yeah.
And the entire time you're like, what a fucking moron. What a fucking moron! What are you doing?
She was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought she deserved to die with how stupid she was being. But like Lisa Trevor's like,
I'm gonna tell you the secrets of what's happening here because Birkin's an evil person. Blah.
You're a child, and then she's like, she says something like below, and you see like the hands come out.
Okay, just plot wise, right? What does Lisa Trevor add to the plot? Nothing.
Nothing.
But she shows them the key, right? So that they can find all the shit about the orphanage, except Claire already knew about all the shit from the orphanage.
Yeah, which is why she ran away.
Well, she found the evidence that she destroyed.
She destroyed.
Yeah, she found the evidence that for some reason she ripped out.
Exposition. It's literally exposition for the audience. That's all it is.
But like, there's a better way.
When there's a girl walking around wearing a mother's face in the orphanage just freely, some shit's going on.
Oh, that's Lisa. She's harmless.
She has her own tent upstairs. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone consciously put that there.
Yeah.
No, if you want to talk about like the exposition, like
in general.
Jesus Christ, because my favorite thing is how they in the same exact scene, they improperly do it, and then they properly do it in the matter of 5 minutes. Because the cops come in and they look at him and go, Leon S. Kennedy, yes, for stupid. Haha, you're Leon S. Kennedy, rookie, you shot him in the ass, leave. And then right after that, Jill comes up and goes, I'm Jill Valentine. He's like, Leon Kennedy. I was like, that's natural. That's how you introduce people. Why did you introduce him twice?
It's literally to add runtime, and it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You were about to pop off when I said
the movie is just all over the place. Like it cuts between there's so many different things happening at once because
it's like a Netflix show.
Why, Jesse, that's why they add the timestamps.
Yeah, you idiot. You don't know what time it is? The movie will tell you.
Okay, I do not care. The point I'm trying to say is like Chris and Richard get attacked by zombies, and then you don't see them again for like literally 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Richard fucking died, and Chris is surrounded by zombies. And
I thought Chris was gonna die. Yeah.
And then the next time you see Chris, he's in a dark hallway, and then he gets surrounded by zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, okay.
They copy and pasted parts of the script.
Also, I want to say to everyone who potentially will watch this movie, even though it's been out, be warned about epileptic seizures.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucking bad.
Because like we all
it was so bad that all of our theaters locally had to put warnings at the box office for it.
So be warned if you're going to watch this movie that there is a scene.
It was pretty bad. I don't think it would be super bad if you're watching on like a small screen, but like you guys saw it in theaters, so I can't even imagine.
We were at Cinemark on like we watched it in the XD like IMAX format.
I can't even imagine how bad that'd be.
It was like I don't have epilepsy, but I had to look away because I was physically hurting.
I had to look away, and after we got out of the theater, me, you, Dawn,
I think Nick was there.
Nick came with us. It was just us four. We all had like massive headaches until we went to bed.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was awful.
I will say, the part immediately after all the epilepsy is probably my favorite scene from the movie.
I don't remember.
Where Chris is just stuck with a lighter and a knife.
Yeah, that was
that was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool
because that's what he starts with in Resident Evil 1. Just a lighter and a knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, he has a lighter only by his face.
And then they ruined it with the fucking disappearing zombie.
Oh yeah, the zombie, like, that was another, was that another?
Dooley.
It was Dooley, yeah. So Dooley, like, they do the thing.
Edward Dooley,
They do the thing where, like, he has the lighter, and it cuts off, and he comes back, he keeps getting closer, and then he just disappears, and then he shows up behind him, and I was like...
no, a different zombie shows up.
I thought that was
and
Dooley.
And then he shows up.
Yeah, another zombie gets him, and then Dooley pops up behind him, and I was like, do zombies know how to sneak?
Yeah.
Speaking of zombies, there are barely any zombies in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I would argue there are no zombies in the movie because those aren't fucking zombies.
Those are just like
what you said. They're from the crazies or 28 days later.
Yeah, they just. I don't know how to describe how like not zombie-like they are because they're like semi-sentient. Right?
You know what they're like?
Yeah.
You've played 5, right?
Yeah.
They're like the Mahjani from.
Kind of, but like the Mahjani were like more lucid, right?
Yeah. Or should I probably say the
like literally the crazies is the only.
Is that what they're called in RE4, the Ganados?
Kind of, but like even then they're lucid.
They're just people who are like
and they're infected with the parasite.
Because the only time they look like a zombie is when their mouth is gone and they have the shitty CG blood coming down.
Yeah.
That was it.
The good zombie scene though is, as much as it looks weird, I do give them credit for doing the classic head turn zombie.
It's just, he looks like a vampire.
Well, you say it looks like Nosferatu. Well, the thing that got me is that you said you made a great point. It would have been more impactful if that was the first zombie you saw in the movie.
Because
he was like
that's why it's so impactful in the game.
In the game,
because it's the first zombie you see. Zombies suck.
Yeah,
zombies
were the worst part of the movie.
They did a thing where every time they would show the front part of the RPD, LAPD, the RPD. They would show like one zombie like going and then they would come back later and it'd be 2 zombies. And then the last time
there was like 4 of them.
There was like a crowd of them, but it wasn't a lot, so they would zoom in.
Zombie too.
There's a little baby zombie too.
They
would zoom in to make it look like a lot of zombies.
Yeah,
but it was just the same like 5 people.
So not to compare game to movie, but movie to movie. I know you haven't seen it. I kind of want to watch it with you because it's.
If they're goofy fun, it's fine.
Well, yeah, the Mia Jovovich, W.S. Anderson movies are a lot of fun. They're shit as well. But to compare it, in the first original Resident Evil video game movie that came out with Mia Jovovich and I can't think of who else is in the movie. Anyway,
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes, Michelle Rodriguez. Thank you. when they go into the nest, there are zombies upon zombies upon zombies.
One of the movies ends with them all on a rooftop surrounded by zombies.
Yeah, that's I think Afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the first Resident Evil movie, like there were so many extras, and that budget was a little bit more than what they had. So.
Oh yeah, this movie's budget was like tiny.
25 million.
25 million for a zombie movie. That's like really bad for a Sony movie too.
All the CGI budget went to streets.
Dude, those streets look great.
Like all of the monsters.
No, even the explosions are like green screened. Like the streets were at least CG.
All of the monsters look bad.
Yeah.
The zombies look terrible.
The first dog, the only thing that's bad is the drool.
So yeah, whenever they show the first dog and he's slowly getting infected, he's like drooling more, but it's like liquid simulation, and then it clips in front of his jowl at the very end.
But at least he's a real dog. The other ones where Irons is fighting, they're literally ripped from the game.
Fucking like 2006 looking dog who chasing
the liquor looked bad.
The liquor looked bad.
The liquor looked awful.
Yeah,
no, the liquor and the specifically the zombie that Leon shoots in the downstairs, where
jail
like
cell?
where you see like the 2D texture like blood doing this.
It looked like a PS2 game.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like you emulate a PS2 game in HD, and that's what it looks like.
The dogs look like the GameCube version from RE1 remake is what the dogs look like to me, or just a really really badly filtered version of the RE2 remake.
And the worst design was the tyrant at the end.
The tyrant, yeah,
or whatever you want to call it.
I don't want to talk.
The one that you said looks like a Scooby-Doo monster. That's like the perfect comparison.
That is a perfect comparison because in the trailer, I thought it looked awful in the trailer, but it looked worse in the movie.
No, I love you had the same reaction I did when I was in the theater, where it showed the tyrant and then it showed his face. He went, and you had the same exact reaction that I did. Because I looked at I was like, he just fucking is that what he does?
Yeah.
No, that's not what he does.
He went from G1 to what That's G3, right? When his face is down here and he has the head and the forearms. He had four arms.
That's G2, because G3 is like where the face starts like getting absorbed in.
Yeah, so it was like an amalgamation of like G2 and G3. Because
G2, his head does move down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like an amalgamation because he has four arms when he's in the movie.
Does he?
Yeah, they're like little baby arms.
No, the CG again. Every instance of CG in this movie, even the backgrounds look like ass. Because especially when they showed him with like the big old hand and he grabs the gate, and the gate just kind of like does that when he grabs it.
It's so bad.
The zombie in the car, right?
Oh,
yeah. I could not tell what was happening.
What was happening there? Can we mention the mansion? Or like the studio apartment that was the Spencer mansion?
It's not even a studio apartment. I would say it's just...
It looks like a townhome.
A middle class. It was just a townhome. It's just a townhome. An Austin townhome is.
I've at least seen the first game where they walk in and the camera pans and it's this huge mansion and they're like tiny and the roof is up here. They walk in and Wesker's head is on the second floor.
Yeah. When they do the shot though, it looks like they are giants in a tiny house.
Yeah.
And then they cut to a shot in front of them where they're by the door and the door looks giant and they look tiny. So I'm wondering like what the perspective. Or if they just literally walked in on a blue screen and they're like, just fucking put the bottle on there.
What's really weird to me about the mansion is like, of all the iconic rooms from the games they could use, they obviously used the lobby, right? The foyer, whatever you want to call it.
You have to use the foyer.
But then like the two action scenes are like in a stairwell.
That's true, yeah. He straight up dies in the middle of the stairs.
By the way, in the games, the stairwell is where the safe room is, so there should be...
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And
then doesn't Richard die? Like it's the snake room, but it's closer to like the library. It's a library.
Richard dies like almost in the attic.
Yeah. So it's like the attic / library.
Say almost immediately. Like the moment you see him, he dies.
Oh yeah.
And then the only other room. Which, by the way, the helicopter never crashes into the mansion. That's like an RE2 thing.
Yeah, I remember that being an RE2 thing.
Yeah,
when I saw that, I was like, Mr. X?
Brad flies off because he gets scared because there are zombie dogs that come and attack Alpha Team.
I just remembered the
you pointed it out that whenever the zombie came in the helicopter, he started stabbing him with the little antenna on the phone.
That was hilarious.
That was awesome. Because he legitimately was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Little Nokia phone.
Yeah, he's playing Snake on it. He just hits him with the antenna.
So I want to know, like, how did we go from him dying to that zombie to him flying the helicopter into the mansion?
He tried to leave.
He took off with the zombie.
He was actively getting killed.
He was straight up getting
eaten. To launch a fucking helicopter.
No, it's like whenever the truck driver turned into a zombie. He just kept driving. He He turned it on
Like,
and
do you
drove
know
as a
how long
zombie.
it takes a helicopter's blades to start spinning?
It takes
It takes a fucking minute.
It's
dude.
fine.
Depending on how big the helicopter is, it takes anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes.
Can we also talk?
More than enough time for a zombie to eat you.
Can we also fucking talk about what they did with the truck driver? And because I at least know in the game he's just alone.
Because you've played the beginning of RE2 remake,
Yeah,
right?
it's in the games it's just a truck driver, and then he hits the woman, and then she bites him.
Yeah.
In the movie,
I don't remember her biting him, but
Claire's with him for some reason.
She doesn't bite him on screen.
Yeah,
he just shows up with like a bite in his
Yeah,
neck.
because it's just
Why'd she
cuts.
bite me?
fuck! But in the movie, Claire's with him for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's just dumping all the exposition that
Yeah.
you need to know why she's going there. And then he like insinuates.
Like, I'm gonna grab your knee.
Yeah,
and
he
just-
does some stuff, and it adds nothing to the movie. It adds nothing to the character. It just kind of
makes him like a
ruins him.
creepy truck driver
Well, I
is
mean-
what he was.
Because I liked it in the game, because at least in the game, it was kind of like he's just a fat truck driver
Yeah.
who's listening
know-
to his radio shows.
Which that burger in the game looks disgusting.
Yeah,
that
the
looks
burger-
pretty bad.
the burger in the
In
movie.
the original RE2, he doesn't even have that scene. He just shows up when he runs into Leon and
yeah.
Claire.
Yeah, I like the exposition of him
Yeah.
just listening to his
Yeah.
shows on the
Yeah,
remake.
because it's to show like, hey, something shit's going on in
Yeah.
this town.
And then whenever, like, at least in the game, I remember when he hit her, he goes, "Oh my god, ma'am, are you okay?" In the movie, he's like, "Fuck, shit,
Yeah, yeah.
fuck, ass, fuck,
Like,
shit, tits."
I thought in the game he had like a super realistic reaction.
Yeah.
He's just like, what do I do?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, what do I do?"
yeah, and the one thing I will say though about the entire beginning
It was
sequence,
like theater acting, by the way, that whole scene.
Yeah, it's definitely like stage performance, not
Fuck!
on-screen performance. But I do like the fact that they showed how the virus was being transferred via the dog, but the dog still looked god awful.
Oh yeah, they switched to a fully CG dog in the parking garage,
Yeah.
and it looked like they
It's
straight
the
up.
same dog from the beginning.
It's
of
like
the
if you
movie.
Googled zombie dog chroma key, and then you cut the green screen out and put it in the movie.
It looked so bad because it wasn't even color corrected to.
Yeah,
the
it looked like
colors
it had a different light source.
Yeah,
which
because it was entirely blue in the parking garage.
you also mentioned that everyone's eyes looked like they were crying.
Yeah, everyone's eyes, I swear they were
so
just
bright.
fucking pounding down your eye drop.
You're like, is she
Like-
crying? Like, no, she's just existing.
Because they were also like super, super white too. Like
Yeah.
when you take a picture of a human, their eyes aren't like, oh my god, white.
It's like they put like a magnifying like glass filter on their
I
eyes.
also
Yeah.
noticed there was a lot of like where they just make the mistake of shining a light directly into somebody's eyes, and you can just see
You
the
just
light
see
in
the
their
light,
eyes.
yeah.
Like, it's kind of like just
Every shot with Birkin.
I really
Yeah.
want to know how either rushed this movie was or how much production
well,
didn't give
think
a fuck.
about it. It was announced in like late 2020, and then we had no news until like 3 weeks before the movie dropped. Like, here's a trailer.
Yeah.
That is true. There was like actually no news at all. I forgot
Yeah,
about
'cause
that.
I remember because I, as Shelby mentioned, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I follow a shit ton of pages. And I got like, here's what the RPD car looks like. Here's the orphanage. Here's the front of the RPD, and I was like really excited for it. And that was like in 2019, like October
it was a while.
2019.
And I remember I was at we were both at work when they I don't think it was you. I think it was with Jordan. So they dropped the first screenshot of the movie showing Leon and Claire.
And I was excited for
And
it.
everyone was like, they look like cosplayers.
Yeah.
Their costumes do not look real.
None of the actors look like the characters.
No.
But I've
You
never
thought-
really cared about that.
Neither do I.
You thought the guy who played Wesker was going to be Chris.
Yeah, it's just because of how the characters are portrayed in
Yeah.
the games, right? You just naturally assume
Yeah.
this character is going to be this character.
yeah,
et
the
cetera, et
huge tracked guy
Yeah.
is going to be Chris. And
Like-
then he said Wesker, and you were like, why is he here with
What?
them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, okay, is Wesker not part of RPD at all?
He is the captain of the
Okay.
Stars
Yeah.
squad.
Because you seemed very confused when they said Wesker.
Well, because he didn't look anything
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
Wesker.
I thought it was just like, why is he here?
Yeah.
No.
The most iconic thing about Wesker
Well-
is his sunglasses.
Because Wesker in the games is this like super calm, serious, composed guy
He's
for
a
the
very
most part,
suave
right?
person.
And the first thing you see him doing in the movie is putting something on Leon's head, sleeping head to shoot off.
yeah, that's I think
That's
what
more of
you're-
a Chris thing. Yeah.
That's why I was like Wesker.
yeah, it's definitely more of a Chris thing because Chris is definitely like the pretty boy, like the fun pretty boy of the Star Squad.
Can we also talk about Wesker's motive? Like, why'd you do this? They got fucking money,
Money.
dude. Goddamn money.
We talk about how Jill was literally about to just point a gun at Leon's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, can we go back to like
for fun.
After Wesker was like, I'm doing this for money, and then Jill runs away and goes, he tried to kill us. He's plotting to kill us the entire time.
Oh my god.
And then he just jumps off the deep end and shoots Sherry's parents in front.
Okay.
Don't do anything rash.
Before we get into that, just back to like portraying the characters and everything. There was a lot of drama, as we mentioned before we started filming. There was a lot of drama on Twitter.
He was gonna pop that kid. I'm sorry. He was straight gonna pop that kid.
But there was a lot of fucking drama because of the actress who played Jill and the actor who played Leon, because everyone's like, oh, they're not white, they're not the characters, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who fucking cares?
The actress played the role.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I did not like Jill in the movie.
No, you really did not like Jill.
I like the actress.
It was
I hate the character portrayal.
The way the character was written was trying too hard.
Yes.
To be cool, you know?
Yeah. I was not a fan of how some of these major characters were just there. Like, Leon did nothing.
Yeah.
He was absolutely there to be like, what the fuck? That's it.
And that's what made him the best character.
Same thing with Jill. I forgot she was there for half the movie.
Yeah.
And then she came in to go, Wesker's trying to kill us, after he wasn't. And then she's just there. She's just kind of riding the whole thing.
Yeah, this movie definitely ruined
You know what character we haven't talked about yet?
What?
Brian Irons, the chief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? He was in the movie.
Oh, yeah, he was in the movie, yeah.
In the games, he's just a complete dickhead who, in the original, wants to fuck the mayor's dead daughter. And then in the remake, is trying to like control William by using Sherry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Dude's a fucked up guy.
He's fucked.
He's funny in the movie, at least. He was
he's
kind of funny.
He's a different character in the movie, and he makes me happy.
He's a dick in a different kind of way. Yeah.
I always go back to the line where Leon comes in during the meeting. He's like, "Why the fuck are you here? Because you said everyone, not you." I was like, "What a fucking asshole!"
Not you, Wookie. Fuck off.
Ben. Best character.
Ben was the best
100% best character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the most realistic.
It's in the fucking water. It's in the fucking water.
He was the best character until the zombie in the same cell with him that he just decides not to look at.
Yeah, he looks over and he's like, "Oh,
mind you, this is the guy who's like been built up as the only guy who knows what the fuck is going on."
And he just starts spouting more exposition to Leon. Because, he's right next to a zombie. He has a gun. He stole the gun from Leon. Yeah. He could have shot the zombie, but he goes, "You've heard of the T-virus and G-virus?" "No, of course you don't, you virgin." Anyways, the T-virus is super fucking cool, and then the zombie kills him.
Yeah, and that's the only time they actually truly mention what's, that's when they name drop the viruses and what's truly going on. Was right there. And it wasn't mentioned anywhere else besides, they poisoned the water hole. It's also whenever they show the briefcase and they have little vials that just say G on it. And you're like, whoa. Yeah, and then they don't fucking say anything about it until Ben's about to fucking die. Yeah. Yeah, when Ben died, I was like, he was cool. He died I was expecting it. Yeah, but he's funny. I like him. It's one of those things where they named a bunch of people who die in the game, so you know they're going to die in a movie. Yeah, if you've played the games, you know. For me, I'm just like, Ben. Fuck. They did ruin two of the best villains, though, of the Resident Evil series with this fucking movie in one go. Wesker and Birkin. Yeah. Wesker and Birkin, because... Birkin was just... They ruined the fuck out of Annette, too. Yeah, because Annette's a big player in all the characters. William's wife. Yeah. Oh yeah, the one that just got shot. In RE2, she shoots Leon. Oh, cool. She shoots Ada. Yeah. No, I remember in the movie, she had no idea. She was just there. She had no idea what was going on. She was just a housewife. That's all she was a housewife. Whenever he brought them down and they saw the zombie on the table, she's like, "What is this?" He's like, "My life's work." And then that's the whole thing. And then whenever Wesker shoots him, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" He's like, "Your turn." He gives her the gun. He's like, "Don't do anything." Oh, all right, kid. It pisses me off because they ruined the backstory of them, because Wesker and William have been friends since they were 16 and 18. They went through the fucking training facility and Umbrella together, and they conspirated to destroy the training facility and to destroy Umbrella. So Birkin, what was his motive in the movie? Did he have a motive? No. Okay. To be fair, Birkin's motive in the movie and in the game are the same. He doesn't have a good motive in the game. Okay. Either. The game. He's evil just to be evil. No, his motive in the game is he wants to betray Umbrella because he does not want to share his life's work, which was the G-virus. Yeah. And he wants to sell it to the black market. And Spencer's like, fuck you, no, and sends Hunk to kill him.
Yeah, Hunk.
The guy we saw once.
For like 2 seconds.
I didn't know it was a character. I thought that was just a fucking guy. And you guys were like, Hunk? Who was he showing up again?
Yeah. They show the Reaper just briefly. And
to be fair, they do that in Uncharted with like the brutes, but
he's not a major character.
Yeah, but he has a name.
No.
He's in RE2 in a side.
He's also in Operation
chapter.
Raccoon City.
Yeah, but that's not canon.
Yeah.
But that's not a game.
And then he's mentioned in Code Veronica.
Okay, so he has,
which is why he's in the game, in the movie.
So he has notoriety. Oh, you're right, actually. That's a perfect reason.
Yeah.
Hunk, I know that guy.
Put
him in the movie.
Which is why they have, again, this movie's just Easter eggs for fun.
It was just weird that they combined 1 and 2 and not 1, 2, and 3.
Or just doing 1 as its separate entity, and then if it's good enough, do 2 and 3 in 1, and then move on.
Because like we could have Carlos and Nikolai, Russian fucking asshole.
Nikolai, when we went to see it in theater, and this is what a lot of people experienced too, when they got up to leave, there was just them, or they went and it was just them seeing the movie. Because when we left, there was like maybe 4 people out of like the 16 people that
I could have been part of the mob that left.
You did leave!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did leave. You saw the after credit scene, which by the way.
Oh my god.
I mean,
which is the reason why I say they ruined Wesker, because he's a fucking pussy!
Yeah.
As to quote Jesse, Wesker, you never believe what happened. We put cum in your eye.
We did.
Your eyes are made of cum now.
Fucking crazy, dude. You gotta wear protection now.
They also just ruined Ada's character because she plays such an integral part with Leon.
Oh yeah, I thought she just ripped ass.
Straight up a villain now.
I thought she ripped ass.
She's not even a villain. She just plays both sides.
Yeah, it's weird for Ada to not meet Leon like at all because she's only in Leon games.
Well, half of the story with the wasn't Birkin in RE2?
Yeah, he's the main villain of RE2.
And isn't like Ada also part of that whole fucking?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And
the biggest
which, by the way, Sherry never fucking does it.
The biggest villains of RE2 are technically Annette and William.
Can we
fucking Batman, dude?
Can we sum this movie as no one does anything except for Claire?
But even
Chris does
stuff.
Yeah, he gets run by zombies 5 times.
Chris is the only person who actually kills.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
We also need to mention the fact that like Annette and William just fucking straight up die. William turns into the G creature, and then they just Jill, Chris, and Claire and Leon just take Sherry.
Like, let's look at the body count, right? Like Leon kills 1 zombie.
1 zombie. That's right. No, 2. He shot the RPG.
He kills Birkin.
That's a big one.
Which is canon.
That's okay. 2.
The second time.
Can we count the truck driver with the RPG as being a body count?
No, he extinguished himself.
He burns himself.
He extinguished him. So that's 2.
So Claire kills a zombie and a dog. As far as I know.
She shotgunned a bunch down the hallway.
Sure.
Lisa kills the liquor.
Yeah, Lisa kills the liquor.
Oh, Lisa was badass though.
Yeah, her makeup was.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Lisa neck snapped into the legs.
Lisa protected.
Jill
Claire.
kills Wesker.
That's
and
true.
a zombie.
Yeah. All right, 2. All right.
And then Chris kills like 5 hallways full of zombies.
That's too much. I don't have any fingers left.
That's a great way.
He kills so many zombies.
That's a great way to put it.
25, 30.
And to be fair, he kills 5 hallways, gets swarmed 3 times, and then magically is fine.
So like Leon and Claire are like having fun orphan time with Lisa,
orphans.
Orphans.
And then Jill and Wesker are having drama near a crashed helicopter, and Chris is just having a bad time.
That's what you said verbatim. Chris is not having a good time.
Night.
Chris is very
all his friends are dead. There's like zombies everywhere. Everyone else is like having exposition. He's just dying.
He's the only one who has a friend actually die in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, cause Brian dies. Nobody fucking cares about that guy.
No, was it the one on the ground? And you were like, wait, is that Brian?
No,
Brian was the chief.
Enrico.
Yeah.
No, not Brian. He was Enrico. Yeah, because you're like, is that Enrico?
But here's the thing. Oh god, what's his name? Oh my god, I know I can see the fucking RPD picture. The guy who gets killed by the first zombie.
It's not Forrest.
It's not Forrest. It's not Joseph. I don't remember his name. I can see his picture.
I don't remember the first zombie kill.
Well, I'm saying that, like, the first zombie.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah,
I thought you meant the movie.
So the first zombie is eating somebody in the games. It is not that guy.
Oh, okay.
Kenneth.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Kenneth Sullivan, who dies Yeah, he dies by getting eaten by the first zombie in
Also,
RE1.
they just show the Ashford twins for no
Yeah,
reason.
well,
Because Code Veronica.
yeah,
Code Veronica. Oh, it's all coming together. Okay, cool. Yeah, you thought they were gonna kiss, and I did too.
Yo, it looked like that.
It got really weird.
Mind y'all, like looking at the camera, mind y'all that the Ashford twins in this video do not look like they're any older than maybe like 13.
They look like they look. Pretty
It's weird
young.
because they're supposed to be. Well, she was always pretty young, right?
They were twins.
Like in the movies. Yeah, they were both always pretty young, right? Because they were like child prodigies.
Yeah, Alexia was actually William's rival.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
it's
you're
really
gonna
weird.
have to explain that to me because in the movie they show up and never talk about it again.
Okay.
It's so the Ashford twins are the main antagonists in Code Veronica.
So it's more fucking Code Veronica shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because like that entire scene is ripped from the game because you actually find the same thing that Claire finds.
They are never mentioned before Code Veronica. I don't think. I think Veronica is mentioned.
In Zero, they do mention the Ashford twins.
Zero came out after Code Veronica.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is a Code Veronica movie with RE1 and 2 elements.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say yes because I feel like the director is
you know what? Leon is a lot like Steve.
What? Does Steve not do anything?
Steve is the
Oh, is it all coming together?
Sorry,
oh
no.
It definitely would make sense. Like this is just me theorizing because they're mentioning his dad a lot and that he's like a prodigy. That his dad actually worked for Umbrella as like a security guard probably. And Steve's dad in the game gets killed by Umbrella. He gets infected. So oh God, please no.
My bad.
I think we're all realizing something now.
Because what he's probably gonna do is he's just gonna skip 3 altogether. Because who the fuck cares about Nemesis? Even though
I think they're good.
I think they're
gonna do a second. Stars.
If they don't, okay, this will be the thing. If they do a sequel, which is just RE3, it should just be RE3.
It's gonna be RE3 and
Code Veronica.
It's gonna be RE2,
or
third
even
one.
worse, Code Veronica and 4. Because you gotta get Leon in there.
Yeah.
No, God.
He's gonna get the same actor gray hair.
Plus Jill.
It's still far in between. At least Code Veronica is 1999.
Alright, so Code Veronica and Operation Javier because it has the Veronica virus.
No, I love imagining the director's like, plus Jill and Wesker's back.
Because in the games, Jill doesn't show up in between 3 and 5.
Yeah, because that's
She's
when
practicing being a Jill
And
sandwich.
in 5, she's blonde.
Well,
suddenly.
technically there are the little parts in what is it, Umbrella Chronicles?
5, she's blonde.
Because there is that part where
Correct.
they go to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Or not Antarctica.
Still.
They go to like some.
Technically
facility.
Revelations, I guess, but
Yeah, but Revelations sucks ass.
I like Revelations.
I don't like the first one. The second one's better.
I like parts of Revelations.
I like ideas.
I like
don't
this.
like Revelations.
I like the sassiness of it, but overall, it's just.
But yeah, so the movie's bad.
So yes, movies suck. Movies bad.
Do we really have any? Do we have anything else to say about it? I don't think we. I don't think I do.
Yeah, I mean,
The only thing that I really have to say is I'm just upset how they took William Birkin's character and just turned him into one of the shittiest villains in like any RE movie franchise.
it's kind of funny that regardless of how big of a fan you are, I know you're a diehard fan.
Yeah.
Everyone who watched the Resident Evil movies before, all fucking 6 of them, 8 of them.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
I think there's 5, and
So-
then there's the CG movies, and then Infinite Darkness.
So I'm mainly talking about the live action ones that had nothing to do with the game. Regardless of what you think of the movies, the live action ones, I like when I've heard they were rebooting it and Sony was doing the whole thing, and I was like, okay, maybe this will be good.
No, I was super
I
excited
was like
for it.
kind of hyped for
So I think
it.
I screamed at you over Discord. I was like, dude, the thing's
I
coming
remember
out.
that,
Oh my
yeah.
god, I'm so excited.
I have a controversial opinion. I don't
Go.
think it's the worst Resident Evil movie.
No, I agree with
Oh
you.
yeah,
Some
I mean,
of those are bad.
I mean,
Some
I
of those are
imagine.
real
Okay,
bad.
if we're gonna in my opinion, if we're gonna break it down, the top 3 worst Resident Evil movies have to be Final Chapter, in order from worst to least worst, is Final Chapter, Extinction, Welcome to Raccoon City.
I honestly, because when I see this one, I can see that it's a video game movie.
Yeah.
When I see the other ones, I think this is a movie with a Resident Evil name.
Once Extinction came out, which was the 3rd movie, forward, they especially Extinction was just the movie that they tried to get rid of all the video game elements, and they added Claire into it for some fucking reason. And then Afterlife, they added Chris, and then that's when Wesker was like a main part of the movies, and then Retribution. You had Barry, Leon, Ada, Jill came back, and Wesker, and it was just a shit show of a movie.
See, I think nowadays we're getting to the point where they're knowing how to somewhat properly adapt video game movies by doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Because if you try to adapt the game, you're gonna have a shit movie.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know
that's
if
why
anyone.
I think the first 2 Resident Evil movies made by W.S. Anderson did so well because they just took elements from the game and did their own fucking story.
Well, nowadays, like I want to say like 2015 and up maybe, because that's when. Because if you're trying to adapt a game into a movie, like just the game itself, you get movies like Ratchet and Clank, where you blink and you're in another scene. Every other time you breathe, you're in a new scene, and you're trying to compact 16 hours into 2 hours.
Yeah.
With movies like the recent video game movies like fucking Rampage, remember when that came out?
No.
It's like, what story is there? I don't know, make one up. Okay, cool.
Oh, and also
there you
Real
go.
Steel, technically.
And then there's Sonic, which is not based on any other story. They
also
did their own
Detective
thing.
Pikachu, which is not based off the game. And
I forgot about Detective Pikachu, yeah. Detective Pikachu did a good job.
Did a great job,
And then
actually.
Sonic came out, they did their own thing completely, like they have a character, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we have Uncharted, which came out, which is, again, it's its own story with elements of the other ones.
Yeah.
And then Resident Evil kind of fucks it up.
Yeah, and what's also like more disappointing is that we have one more Resident Evil thing that's coming out soon, and that's the Netflix adaptation TV show with
Wesker. Came out.
Nope, it has not come out yet, or I would have screamed at you.
I thought, wasn't it the CG one?
No, that's Infinite Darkness. There's another live-action TV show about it's the Wesker's twin girls that go to New Raccoon City.
It's funny because I remember they were hyping up. I remember there was like the whole year of Resident Evil or whatever they called it, where they had a presentation and they announced all these projects, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at all this stuff!" And it's just been like miss. RE8, miss.
I mean, that's just how Resident Evil.
That's just how Resident Evil works. Yeah.
And
It's like Sonic, where you have like one good thing, and then you have 5 years of shit.
Let me rephrase. That's how Capcom is.
yeah.
Mega Man who?
But as you were saying, like, how we're getting better at video game movies just because they're doing their own story. There is one that we were talking about upstairs that came out in the early 2000s, and that's a Silent Hill movie.
Right.
There was a Silent Hill movie?
Yeah.
Two
of them?
Yeah.
Silent
What
Hill
the
and Silent
fuck?
No, the
Retribution.
Silent Hill movie, the first movie is great. I love
It's
that
amazing
movie.
because it, like,
it's
has-
got Sean Bean in it.
What year did
Not
this come
Sean
out?
Bean. Sean.
John McLaughlin.
Come
yeah.
out. He's in Game of Thrones.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I watched The Witcher.
Fuck you.
I watched The Witcher. I watched The Witcher. Fuck you.
Love The Witcher. It is Sean Bean. It is Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. Yeah, okay,
It is
I have
Sean
the
Bean.
name right.
But it came out it came out in 2006, and like it's definitely following the formula of like Cheryl's gone missing.
2006? What
Yeah.
the fuck? What did I
Yeah,
not
it
know
came
about
out a
that?
long time ago, and it was better than the movie we just watched.
Yeah, which is really sad.
That is insane.
Because they implemented.
So we're watching that next.
Yes,
would
I
love-
have it
okay,
on Blu-ray.
okay.
Hold on.
We should definitely do it.
I need to look something up.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
gonna
said 2006?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue with what I was saying though. But like, it's following obviously the story of Cheryl goes missing, parent goes to Silent Hill to find said child. But they add like elements from, I think it was like Shattered Memories origin with the Order and everything, and showing the backstory of Alessa and how she got hurt by the Order.
Kind of go their own way with it.
Yeah, but they
okay.
still kind of like follow the same direction, and it's such a good movie because it adds characters like the nurses, the Grey Children, the janitor, Pyramid Head, and they do it well.
I just looked it up. So Resident Evil, the one we just watched, had a budget of $25 million. Silent Hill had $50 million.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, and it was a amazing movie, and I have it on Blu-ray.
Why have I never seen this? I didn't know there was a movie.
Yeah.
I know you didn't know there was. There was kind of a big deal when it came out.
What was the
Yeah.
box office? Hold on.
I can look
was
it
it
up.
good?
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Because I have it right here. Just Silent Hill 2006 box office.
I got it. Actually, never mind. I don't. What was really funny and really fun though is that Akira Yamaoka, who did the actual soundtrack for the games, did the music for the movie.
So how was Revelation?
It's
Okay.
it's definitely
fine.
better than it's definitely better than Welcome to Raccoon City, but it's on the same vein.
It's got another Game of Thrones actor in it. It's got Kit Harington. Yeah.
Oh shit! It is Jon Snow.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
Silent Hill made $100 million. So given how much they spent on advertising, they made about like a $20 million profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Resident Evil, made no profit.
No.
This movie made no profit. No.
Yeah, and it's definitely Silent Hill is definitely the better horror game movie adaptation.
This is lit as fuck. I had no idea.
Do you want to watch it tomorrow? Or we can watch it whenever, because I have it on Blu-ray.
Right now. No.
Right now.
What is the runtime actually?
I think it's an hour and 46 minutes.
Film. Duration.
So. Oh wait.
No, go ahead. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes. Jesus Christ. It's longer than Welcome to Raccoon City by 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
All right. So, long story short, this movie sucked ass.
Yes.
Don't even bother. Not even. Just because I told our friend Jordan, who's a Resident Evil fan.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to look at the camera like that for so long.
I was so fucked. Anyways,
I don't know if you can see the.
He was like, I'm gonna buy it just because it's from our Resident Evil shop. And
I also said the same thing.
You too, and I told both of you, don't even bother.
What I want you to do is just put it on a flash drive.
No, I don't want this. I don't want 2 gigs of your PC taken up by this. No, you wouldn't.
I would.
I'd watch it drunk as fuck.
Because it's fun.
No, you know what we should do?
I think the original.
Jesse.
The other Resident Evil was fun.
Drinking game. Fuck you.
Anytime the movie sucks, take a drink. God damn it.
You are absolutely wasted.
I 100% watch it again. With other people.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Would you rather watch the...
I want to watch it with Tyler.
Want to watch the original ones?
I would definitely like to.
I would watch the first 2, but not the other ones.
I'll watch them all with you.
Are you asking for this?
No, I mean, maybe. I mean, we can watch whatever the fuck we want for this.
I definitely think maybe we should do the Silent Hill one.
I'm interested. I'm very interested.
No, the Silent Hill one's great.
I need to watch the CG movies with you. I need to watch all the movies with you because I have all of them.
I don't know if I have the brain power to sit through more Resident Evil shit.
The only thing is we should definitely just, with the live action ones, watch the first 2.
We should
Jesse.
at least watch the first one.
At least the
that
first
one's pretty good.
And then the CG movies definitely are canon to the the lore.
So if you're gonna rate it, scale of 10.
You go first.
Like a fucking 3.
I
don't think it's the worst movie ever made, but it's pretty bad.
I think it'd be a 3. I think it'd be a 3 for me too.
I give it as non-biased version of me, I give it a 3, 3.5. Biased, not even above a 2.5.
Why would that be biased? That's even better.
That's worse.
No. If you're saying you're biased, for Resident Evil, so if you look at it not as Resident Evil, it's a better movie.
As a fan of Resident Evil.
It's not even higher than 2.5.
Okay, you said it as if because if you're not a fan, it's better.
I would say if you're not
misunderstood.
I think you need to kiss me. Shut the cameras off.
Can I help you? Can I help you, buddy?
3.5. Me looking at it as being a not Resident Evil fan and it just being a movie.
Yeah, this movie just sucked ass. Even if it was a video game, it just sucked ass.
And then
it was pretty bad.
2, not even above a 2.5.
Just go watch any other video game movie. Even the Mario movie with Bob Hoskins, that's a way better time.
Oh my god, I love that movie so much. It's so bad.
It's so fucking good.
Because it's so stupid, it's fun.
I love Mario.
It's so bad, it's good. That reminds me more of Flash Gordon, because it's so bad, it's good.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's legitimately hilarious.
It's so fucking funny.
Hello, Mario.
So Silent Hill next?
Yes,
we should. I should do Silent Hill.
I will bring it up, or just let me know when.
Outro, go.
Yeah, I was about to say, outro, go.
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 I don't know the outro, I'm just
Bye.